Hey, good morning, everybody. Buddy here from Bert's Garage. Want to give you a little update this week. I finally got my paint in, and it was delayed because of the hurricanes, I guess. It took a lot longer than I thought. First of all, I'd like to thank everybody for watching my videos. I really appreciate the time it takes for you to sit down and look through them and give me feedback and share and like. I certainly do appreciate that, so I want to let you know that. I want to show you a couple things I'm working on today. I've been sanding this thing and sanding and sanding. I just don't want to paint it again unless I get everything done. So I'm not going to rush it because this paint, it starts adding up. A quart's $200, so I haven't found a local source for it, so I'm getting it from TCP and a paint distributor out of Vegas. So I got to do what I got to do. So I'm trying to find a local source. So hopefully this week the weather is like perfect, temperature-wise, humidity-wise. So it's a good time to do it. I'm just not going to get in a big rush until I am absolutely ready to get this thing done. Bear with me and hang in with me, and we'll get this thing finished. We'll get some more paint on it, get the doors done, hood done, and then to get it clear coated. So that's where we stand. So bear with me. Thank you. These are a couple areas that I'm working on. I want to make sure this little area is a little wrinkly right through here, so I'm going to keep working on that. I don't want to put any filler if I don't have to. So this fender's looking pretty good. It's got one more area here that I'll be sanding on. This is like a glaze, finishing glaze. So I'm going to be working on that, getting that sanded and cleaned really good today. And then I'm working on the spoiler here. Spoiler had a couple little places that I wanted to work on a little bit more. This fender looks pretty decent. It's got a little bit of area here that I might put some Bondo on it and see if I can get it smoother. I just think it just has a few little lumps in it, and I'm afraid if I put paint on it, it's going to show, especially when it's done with a clear coat. So I'm still working on that. And I'll walk around and show you the car. I'm wet sanding everything. Even once I repaint it and put the clear coat, I'll come back and I'll wet sand it again, then buff it to get it nice and smooth. But as you can see, I got the doors back on, which is really nice. Gives me a little bit of room to move around. They fit really well. Of course, they came off this car, so they should fit. But sometimes these MGs, you don't know. Do have a little area I have to do some welding on over here. For some reason, the fenders, the little bolts, the nuts that were on the other side are not here. So I got a rivet nut up here on this side, and I'll have to weld one here and do some welding there, and then this will be finished. And it's a matter of putting it all back together, which is going to be another. This door is on too. They're just barely on there. They're not really adjusted yet, but it's coming along nicely. Another area that I really wanted to wear, I didn't like the way that felt, so I'm going to have to put some do some sanding on this and put a little bit of body filler in there, just to get, there's a little lump there and you can't really get behind it to get it out. So I worked on it a little bit, and I'll work on it some more today. So those are some things I'm going to get done today. and we'll have this thing looking good. So bear with me and hang in there. Thank you. update. Went over the car with 600 grit wet and dried sandpaper. Went over a couple of areas I was working on, letting this dry. This is looking much better right here. Still haven't decided if I'm going to put any body filler on it or not. But that's all the time I've got for today. This fender looks fantastic. Both of the fenders end up turning out much better than I thought. Since this fender right here was off the 68 that I got in Charlotte, along with the hood. And the hood was totally, both of them are, probably should have just got new ones, but man, it really adds up prices. So, you know, it's not, like I say, it's not a concrete car. It's a daily driver. That'll be fun. It'll look cool too. So that's where we stand today. Give you an update tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm going to come over and paint the two front fenders, the hood, and the trunk. And then I'm going to, I probably will do the doors also. The doors are in really good shape. They're ready to be sprayed. And then I might do a light coat over some of these areas that I've been working on. This one still feels like it needs some work right there. So I'm going to check that. I'll put a piece of tape on that before I leave. So that's where we stand. Thanks for joining and going on the long road to restoration. Thanks. Good morning, everybody. Buddy here at Burke's Garage. Still sanding, still planning on putting some paint on the car this week. Definitely gonna get the fenders painted, but I'm still got a couple areas that I'm still working on that I want to make continue to work on before I spray any paint. It may be this afternoon or tomorrow, but I want to get everything ready to paint. I've got the fenders sitting over here. I got the hood here. I'm still working on the hood a little bit. The fenders are pretty much ready to go. The spoilers are pretty much ready to go. The hood's in really good trunk is really good shape. They call it the boot. I'm not in England, so I call it the trunk. So that's where we stand. I'll give you an update later. I do not want to just keep sanding and put a slow motion type thing and have you just watch that. I'm sure you don't want to see that. So when I get ready to paint, I'll click you back on. You can watch me mix the paint, spray it. We're looking for base coat. I've got my clear here ready to go too. You only need like 15 minutes of flash time between each coat, so I should be able to accomplish that pretty simple. So thanks for coming along, and we will see you in a few. Well, we got some paint on it. So let me show you. Let me spin this thing around. I think turned out okay. You know, there's a couple of areas I'm not really crazy about. But overall, it's pretty good. Still have to put clear coat on it. So once we get all that, we'll see how it goes. But we'll put it back together. A couple places I might want to touch up a little bit. But overall, you know, it doesn't look too bad. Better than it was. But it's a very nice California sage green. I might have to get some more paint, just a little bit more, just touch up a few things, because I know things are going to get scratched. So the hood didn't turn out too bad. It's a low spot right here, but I haven't decided what I'm going to do. If I'm going to really worry about that, I'll just spray the clear and buff it and let it go. Gets to the point where, you know, I could be working on this thing for the rest of my life, and what it is what it is. I mean, I'm not going to buy another hood, so we may just leave it the way it is and move on. So stay tuned. I'll let you know when we start putting this thing back together. Thanks. Take care.